We spent 28 days in the vibrant capital city of Oaxaca. We drank plenty of delicious mezcal, tried tons of delicious food, and in this video we're going to show you some of the best places to visit and things to see in the city.
We are Georgia and David. We quit our jobs to travel full-time around Mexico with our 14-year-old Sheltie-Poo Meep. Our goal is to take a picture with her in front of 100 Pueblo signs.
One of the activities we recommend in absolutely every city in Mexico is checking out the local markets or the mercados. There are tons here in Oaxaca, but three of the most popular are the Market de Artesanías, the 20 de Noviembre market, and the Benito Juárez market. So it is the end of February 2023, and we just tried to go into the 20 de Noviembre market to grab something to eat. And for the first time since I think July or August of 22, we were told we needed masks. So we just ran across the street and bought a couple cubrebocas. We were able to buy a set of 4 for just 10 pesos. So very weird requirement, but be aware that it does still exist here. So we took a long walk down this street of meat. You basically pick your stall, you pick a packet of meat, and then you ask them to grill it for you, and you buy your side separate. So we got guacamole, onions, we also have beers and waters, and we were able to get 1.5 kilos of meat for just 300 pesos. So she's just laid down our fresh tortillas, and here we have a 1/2 kilo of chorizo, a 1/2 kilo of tasajo, and a 1/2 kilo of their cecina enchilada.
We just finished up at the 20 de Noviembre market, which is the food market. You can find a lot of breads, you can find, basically anything you want to eat, and then the part that we loved the most was the carne, the street of meat. Now we're in the Benito Juárez market, which is the market of things.
So if you come to the Benito Juárez market, I highly recommend stopping at this store, Orígenes, or Origins. They let you taste a bunch of their mezcals, and they also have chocolates and gummies and mole. Highly recommend stopping by here.
Going deeper into the market, we found more mezcal vendors, as well as a large florist section. There were vendors selling various household items, as well as lots of interesting souvenirs, such as hand-stitched clothing, leather sandals, and of course sombreros. We stopped by a Cafe Pluma before leaving to grab some delicious ground local coffee. On the way back to the Airbnb, we couldn't resist stopping into a couple of beautiful churches. One thing we loved about Oaxaca is the fact that they definitely know how to celebrate. We came across parades like this 4 times during our stay.
Well, this morning we're on a mission. Oaxaca is known for their hot chocolates. Most places have both a water and a milk option.
And there's 2 places that are well known for it. La Soledad, which we're going to go into now, and also Mayor Domo.
So we're going to try it at both places in both the water and milk form and let you know what we think. Well, both the water and the milk version were quite good, but I do think the water version was a little bit better. You could taste the cinnamon in it a little bit stronger. Now we're going to head over to Mayordomo and try their version.
We just finished up at Mayor Domo.
It was definitely better, in my opinion, than La Soledad.
Mine too.
The atmosphere was better. It was a prettier restaurant. The service was better. And they actually had a food menu, which they did not have at La Soledad. So we both got the tamales with mole in addition to our hot chocolates. Here I actually thought the one with leche or milk was better. It had almost a caramely flavor to it, but even the agua one was better than the one that we had over there. So I would definitely recommend it. Both of the stores, or both the restaurants, have a little store out front, so you can buy some of their chocolate to make hot chocolate at home. They also grind their own moles in-house at both of them, and this one actually had some bread and some little chocolates. La Soledad had some mezcals, so you can do a little shopping while you're there.
So now that we've had enough carbs to fuel us for the entire week, we're going to the Mercado de Artesanías. In this market, we were able to find tons of handmade clothing items. There were also lots of handmade leather sandals, as well as lots of home decor items from neighboring artisan towns. Check out our video on our Towns of Oaxaca. We will link it below.
Well, I actually ended up buying a shirt in the Artesanía market. The lady told me that it was all hand stitched, and it plus the matching belt that goes with it were only 300 pesos. After that, I actually ended up stopping by a shoe store and picking up some new tennis shoes, because all the walking that we do, we wear them out pretty quick.
We're in the main Zocalo, which has a couple of really pretty churches, but so far we've had pretty bad luck about getting into them. They've all been closed.
Yep.
Thankfully, the main cathedral is open. This cathedral is absolutely massive with multiple smaller chapels down the sides and tons of amazingly detailed stained glass. Before heading back home, we stopped at an art gallery that is housed in this beautiful ex-convento. One of the best things to do in Oaxaca is just walk around and check out all the local street art, especially in the neighborhood of Jalatlaco. We look for street art in every town we visit, but I don't think we've seen any displays as large or as colorful as the ones we've seen here. This was probably our favorite activity in the city in our entire month-long stay. We continued on to the Xochimilco neighborhood where we heard there was more street art could be found. We highly suggest stopping by the restaurant Ancestral if you are in the neighborhood.
Okay, so we are now in the Cultural Museum, and we did have to pay 50 pesos in order to record, but then they told us after that we had to remove our tripod. And then of course you have to wear masks here because even though it's 2023, that's apparently what we're still doing. Well, I have to say that this museum has one of the most impressive collections of artifacts from the pre-Hispanic period. There was a ton in there from Monte Alban and from some of the other surrounding archaeological sites. There were even a couple pieces in there from Tehuacan and from Leon. So it was quite extensive, and the views from this museum are pretty fantastic as well.
For sure. So we just finished inside the Cultural Museum, and again, highly recommended. The last exhibit was really cute. It was about dogs and the history of Mexico. So they had some statues from Colima, and they also had a little dog skeleton that they found in a tomb with like 18 bodies, human bodies, to be their companion in the afterlife. So I thought that was really sweet. They're also very serious about the regulations here. So there's like a person in almost every room checking to make sure you're wearing your mask. And I was asked 3 or 4 times if I had a receipt that says I could record inside there. So very, very serious about that.
Yep. Thanks for watching. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them down below. And if you haven't already, check out this video here where we talk about our favorite restaurants here in Oaxaca.